dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. I say one dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you.
Good morning to the global community of Tiashan. I believe today is the 25th of April 2023. It is 10:42 in the morning. Having some thoughts yesterday, and I decided to throw it out to the community. This has not been aired by the cabinet members, is not being decided on. But you know, whatever we do, I want the Tiashan always to remember is not Mr. Abundance's personal interests, and it will not be of the cabinet personal interest either. It's always about the greater good. The greater good shall always prevail in TAC. Because I can tell the community, and they know it, if it was the interest of Mr. Abundance, TAC would have already gone to the highest bidder a long time. To the highest bidder. And so, where are we? And in all of the creation, the execution of TAC, and I said again, this has not gone to the cabinet members. But at the end of the day, we can always streamline and make final decision. But I'm throwing it out to the global community. Because, as I said, it's not about self. And I'm saying it because we have, which is not bad, we have persons who are already applying for the different packages. And we also have persons who are interested to buy some packages more than once. We have interest of person requesting if they can buy more than one platinum packages. And of course, I did mention we should not have any problem with that. But in my deepest of thought, it came to me that what if, and I wanted Tiashan to respond so that we can conclude probably in our next StreamYard. What if we identify, let's say, 7,000 of us in the Tiashan community, and we say, all right, this is what we want to raise. And so how do we do it? Do we put what we have decided on hold for, let's say, 1 year? What we plan to implement, the packages, especially for the royalties now, do we put it on hold for 1 year and implement this one? And what is this one? What if we haven't looked at the figures that are coming in from the different commissaries? I am looking at the figures coming in from the different commissaries. And because of the efficiency and the magnitude of what we want to do, because I already told you that we will not stop short of exceeding the revenue of Dubai. And what is Dubai revenue last year? Over 16 billion. And so what if we galvanize 7,000 person, which now would not have to pay a million, would not have to pay 750,000, will not have to pay 500,000, will not have to pay 250,000, will not even have to pay 150,000. But at the same time, you will be able to benefit equal share in the pool. Equal share in the pool. And so what if, and I'm laying the foundation for your response, and you can type your response in the forum, or you can keep it until we meet on Sunday. Because at the end of the day, TAC community in session overrides the decision of the cabinet. It has always been like that. And it will continue to be like that. Because it's not about a cabinet member, a cabinet position. It's not about Mr. Abundant. I say when the day comes, when it's all about me, it's time for me to fire myself. And so what if we look at the Browns package and we say divided by 2, I'm even at the Browns package. The Browns package for royalties is 150,000. We say, all right, that gives us 75,000. What if we have 7,000 person at 75,000 that is given the royalty of 25% less 2%, because 2% goes to the homeowners as our corporate responsibility. So let's say 25% of the pool annually goes to these 7,000 people that only pay 75,000, and we're talking about a budget of Dubai in the next couple of years, 16.6 billion, for example. 25% of that is 4 billion, 150 million. And if we were supposed to share that among 7,000 persons, you're talking about over 592,000 a year. 592,000 a year for one person within the 7,000. I'm just throwing out this idea because I already have interest in persons who want to buy the platinum more than once. And so what if we try to level the playing field? And of course, you will not be restricted to just one hand, because it's not about a number of persons. Because we say 7,000 persons, meaning that each person buys one. But the whole objective is to raise $525 million for this project. And how do we raise the 525 million? Now, this is no small. A lot of you think this is a small fry. This is not. This is no small vision we're talking about. Having looked partially at the commissaries that we will need to effect in our first year, we have to effect foreign affairs and labor to some extent. Agriculture is major. The commissary of agriculture also that of infrastructure and transportation, partially housing and development, partially in human resources. Then we would need to engage the Commissary of Finance, Public Administration, and that of Interior, Commissary of Interior, Legal and Justice Affairs. So we have to touch on some of the commissaries in our first year, but that of Agriculture will be major. And so with the training, with the technical expertise that we will need, and to lay the foundation, because the city will be a business, it will be the business mecca of Africa and that of the world. That is what we are building. And so we are about what? We are over 140 something thousand members in the Tiashan community. Can 7,000 of us, or some people might want 2 and 3 to enter 4 times. I think we will give up to 10 times. So you can re-enter yourself into that packages 10 times. So it might only take probably, when we look at it, maybe even 2,000, 5,000 people, 2 to 5,000 persons. Because I know persons are already asking if they can enter the platinum and the diamond packages more than once. And so I suspect, and I also want to keep it at a level playing field. It's not a decision that has been taken, but I felt very strongly to throw it out to the global community. The approach, because I'm a very all-inclusive person, and if we go with that approach, then we will suspend the original approach of what we would have already put in the group. And so there are 2 things now before us. That which was given and the idea of a few of us coming together to raise this capital to push the city forward. May your decisions and contribution leave a footprint in the sands of time, because we cannot go back to the same place where we came from. We cannot return to our original condition. We must take it to the next level. And there is no one route to get to that level. And so I am putting it to the global community of Tiashans. What is your thoughts? You may comment in the forum, and we will wrap this up in our next StreamYard meeting on Sunday. What if we were able to divide the Browns package? Each member now required $75,000, which represent single-handedly one hand 7,000 person. And equally, they share in 25% of the royalties coming from the city infinitum. And as I've given an example of Dubai revenue of last year, 25% would be 4 billion. 4 billion. 150 million. You're sharing in that level of royalty on a yearly basis. What will that do for you with your investment of today? Tiashans, the people that have the billions today, They did not do it by themselves. They first had to help others achieve millions and billions. And in the process of creating millions and billions for them, they in turn became millionaires and billionaires. That is how finance and the system works. Give me your feedback. You know, abundance always can catch you off guard and throw you off your crease.